Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. On today's tutorial, you'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful sleeve design you are seeing displaying on the screen. I'll be teaching you how to cut it, how you can sew it, and how you can attach it on your off-shoulder sleeve. Just make sure you don't skip any part of this video so that you not miss any important tip. At the end of this video, if you find my tutorial helpful, please subscribe to my channel to join the family and also like this video. Okay, I'll be cutting on this pattern paper. I've already marked out my lines. I left 4 inches behind and about 6 inches at the top. So this line you are seeing here will be my starting point and the sleeve head. So I will start placing my measurement from this line. So the first measurement I will mark now is my cap height. My cap height is 3.5. So I will rule the line out. After that, the next thing is to determine the length of the sleeve. For the longer sleeve, you can make it to stop at your elbow. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'll be making use of 9 inches. You can use any length of your choice. This is just a tutorial. So I'll go ahead and rule the lines out. After that, the next thing is to mark my round armhole. You divide your round armhole by 2. I will place the measurement on the cap height line. After that, I will connect my armhole the way you see me doing. This sleeve is not a fitted sleeve, therefore I won't be marking the round sleeve. I will just roll the line down. The next thing is to determine the height of your puff sleeve. So I will be coming up by 4 inches. If you want it to be high like the one on the thumbnail, you can use about 6 inches. I'm just trying to manage the little satin fabric I have here. So when you are cutting yours, you can use up to 6 inches. So this is 4 inches here. I will roll it out. After that, I'll be marking 2.5 inches on this same line and I will connect it the way you see me doing. After connecting it, I'll be extending this line. I marked 1.5 inches. You can use about 2 to 2.5 inches. After marking the 1.5 inches, I will extend the line to the 1.5 inches. So from this 1.5 inches, I will come up by 1.5 inches. This is for the second sleeve. You connect it like so. When you're cutting you can use 3.5 inches so that it will be more pronounced. From this line, I will still mark 1.5 inches to connect it the way you see me doing. After that, I will slant the line to the length of the sleeve. I want to make use of this pattern to cut the second sleeve. Just follow what I'm doing, you get it right. This 1.5 inches I came up for the second sleeve is not standard. If you want it to be more pointed, you can use about 3 to 4 inches. I'm just trying to manage the little fabric I have here for the tutorial. The first sleeve will not have the angle point. It's just straight like so. You not make it pointed. It's the upper one that you slant like this. For the triangular shape, I'll be coming down by 3 inches from the sleeve head. As you can see, I'm measuring from the armhole side. So from the 3 inches, I will slant it to the length of the sleeve the way you see me doing. After that, I'll go ahead and cut it out. I'll be cutting the longer sleeve first. So what I will do now is to fold in this pointed shape. I'll fold it in so that I can cut the longer sleeve first. So I'll go ahead and place it on my fabric so that I can cut it out. The original creator of this dress used damask fabric to make her own sleeve. I'm using satin for the sake of this tutorial, and I'm using it for the lining and for the main fabric. If you're using damask or any other fabric, make sure you use satin as your lining. I'll place my pattern on the folded fabric and I've used my pin to secure it. After that, I will add my half-inch sewing allowance round, and I'll go ahead and cut it out. After cutting it out, I will notch this sleeve head. That's where my pleating will stop, and I will also notch this point. The notching is very important. Make sure you notch these 2 points, very important. I'll use this pattern to cut another one for the lining. After that, I will now work on the pattern so that I can use it to cut the second sleeve. So I've unfolded this pointy edge. You unfold it. So from the down part, I will come up by 2.5 inches. I will mark 2.5 inches down the way you see me doing. The next thing is to cut it out. It's not a must that you can make the line straight. You can curve it. If you check the one on the thumbnail, the shorter sleeve is curved, so I will just make a little curve. You can make it deeper if you want. I came in by ½ inch on the center and I curve it like so. So I'll go ahead and trim it out. I will also place it on my satin fabric and cut it out. For the lining and for the main fabric, I've added my ½ inch sewing allowance round also. After cutting it out, I'll notch it here. That's where my pleating will stop. Here is already pointed, there's no need of notching it. So I'll cut the lining. After that, I'll come back and show you the next thing to do. So I have the lining and the main fabric here. If your fabric is rumpled, you make sure you iron it before ironing down your interface. So for the lining, I'll be using this hardest comstay. You can use any other stiffener of your choice. I'll fold the comstay into two so that I can cut it out. Make sure you cut it out. Don't place it directly on your lining to iron. So after cutting it out, I will remove 0.75 on the top part and ½ inch on the down part. So I'll mark 0.75 like so, and ½ inch on the down part. I'll cut it out. This hardest gum stay, I will be placing it on the lining and not on my main fabric. For the main fabric, I'll be making use of this thick stay. Please make sure you use the thick one. If you don't have thick one, you can double it. So I've gone ahead to iron my interface on the lining and on the main fabric. I'll place the lining and the main fabric together. After that, I'll sew the down part with ½ inch. I'll repeat the same thing on the smaller one. After that, I will notch it and I will trim up the excess sewing allowance. Just trim out the excess sewing allowance. After trimming it out, I will turn it to the right side. After pushing it out, I'll go ahead and iron it. After ironing it, I will stitch the head down. As you can see, I've already done that for the two sleeve. The next thing now is to sew it. I'll fold it again so that I can notch the midpoint. To sew it, you pleat ½ inch from this side and place it on the center like so. And the other side, you also do the same thing as if you are doing a kissing pleating, so that the angle point will come out very well. If you don't do this, you can't get it. Just fix your eyes on the screen, you get it right. After doing a kissing pleat on the center, I will start pleating it like so. You can do gathers. You can just pull your gathers from that point to make it more pointy. So I just pleated it. I will stop my pleating on that point that I notch. Just stop your pleating there. So that's why I notched this point as an indication. I will turn it like so that I can pleat this side. I'm pleating from the wrong side. I will also stop at the point that I notched. Can you see? After that, I will measure what I have. I want to check whether it will be enough for the strap. I have about 12.5 inches here, which is very okay for my size. If you're a slim person, you should be having about 10 inches. So I'll go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other smaller sleeve. Exactly what I did on this longer sleeve is what I did on the smaller sleeve. You can fold it again to determine the midpoint. I can see my notch, so I'll place the both notch together. Place it, let it align. I'll use my pin to pin it down. Just take your time and arrange it. After pinning it down, I'll go and stitch it down to secure it. After stitching it down, I have something like this. I'll push it out. You can arrange it. Can you see? So I'm gonna head to cut out my strap. I'm gonna head to fold it into two. The width is 4 inches. If you fold it, you have 2 inches. So I've already folded half inch on this part. After folding it, I have 1.5 inches for the strap. For the length of the strap, I measure what I have on the sleeve head, measure each round. After measuring it, I added extra 2 inches to it. So I'll fold it into two to determine the midpoint. I will notch it. I will now match it on this one, notch to notch. The right side of this facing is facing the wrong side of the sleeve, so I'll start sewing from the middle. I'll sew it the way you see me doing. After sewing this, I'll turn it to the other side. After sewing it, I will trim off the excess fabric. After that, I will use the part that I folded in half inch to conceal it. Can you see what I'm doing? You can start from the middle to sew. Let me just start from the middle so that it can be more easier for me to sew. You start from the midpoint and sew from one side. After that, you now sew from the other side. So I'll sew the other side off camera and I'll come back and show you the next thing to do. I'm done sewing it. Can you see what I have? Very neat. So this excess fabric I have here is because I added 2 inches to my strap when I was cutting it. So I will make sure that it's half inch. Make sure it's up to half inch on both ends. If it's more than half inch, you can trim it off. So the next thing is to show you how to attach it on the off shoulder sleeve. So I'll be using this dress to demonstrate it. You wear your base dress on your mannequin like so, or you can attach it on a flat surface. So this half inch, I'll be folding it in. You fold it the way you see me doing. You can stitch it down or use hand needle to tack it. If you fold it, you now stitch it down. If you are doing it on your mannequin, just pin it down first. You pin it down. You also repeat the same thing on the back part. You fold the half inch, use your pin to hold it before going to your sewing machine to stitch it down. Can you see what I have? It's really looking beautiful. It came out the way I wanted it. So I'll be using this applique to cover the pleating. If you check the one on the thumbnail, you observe that they use applique to cover the pleating so that you will not know that there is pleats there. Just cover it. If you don't have trimmings or applique, you can as well leave it like so. It's already looking beautiful without covering it with applique. If you find my tutorial helpful, please hit the subscribe button and also like this video. This will encourage me to post more interesting tutorial like this. You can use gum to attach your applique, or you use your hand needle to stitch the appliques down.